Hi guys, so currently we are in the latest Toyota Corolla Altis. This is not a car that many people are driving because the Civic has stolen the sales of this model. But however, let me talk about the interior side of things. So I'm going to close the doors and I think it's wrapped with PVC, okay? So you can see that it runs all the way to this section, which in my opinion, I have something to say about this because basically from here it is still flat, but when you go all the way up to the ending point of this compartment, right, what you can realize is that the it actually bulges up a bit, so it becomes a bit tall, okay? And then for here, you get some details right here. Basically, this chrome line goes from this side all the way down below, okay? And then only the driver's side has automatic windows, which is quite surprising for a Toyota car, okay? And then the door handle, the quality feels excellent enough. Now this aircon vent, right, basically you can see that if your aircon vent is closed, it's like this, okay? Right, so the quality is okay, and then to be honest, this reminds me of the new Mercedes cars, okay? And then for the dashboard, right, to be honest, the padding is not soft enough. Basically, you can feel that this car is not a luxury vehicle, okay? So the steering wise, it is leather, not entirely real leather, because I can feel that the surface is actually quite rough, and then this reminds me of older Toyota models, okay? And then for here, this part, right, the buttons, they feel solid enough. They feel like, to be honest, I'm not trying to offend Toyota, but they feel a bit like those buttons that you get on the Xbox, okay? You know, those controllers. But I think that the design is okay. It is quite practical, and yeah, the quality is there, right? So quality is good here as well. And for the meter, you get 2 chrome circles. If you have one door open, right, I don't know which door is actually open now. Maybe it's my side. Oh yeah, sorry, it's the boot. You can see that if your boot is open, basically it will show you a red indication there, right? And the resolution of the screen is decent enough, okay? And then for this part, the middle section of the dashboard, you get a chrome lining here. You get some chrome details on the aircon vents as well. And then basically your wow, this part is plastic, man. I mean like, wow, the plastic is so intense. Can you hear that? Well, can't do anything about that. So this part is where you get your clock, okay? And then for this part, I think this is where the lock indication, the central lock indication is located right here, okay? And this is going to be a touch screen unit. So basically here you get some piano black finishing, which in my opinion, it is better not to touch this part often, because basically if you touch this part often, fingerprints come in, okay? And then from here, I can see that it may be a single zone climate control. I don't know, you can check this out on your spec sheet. I'm just here to tell you how it feels to myself, okay? And here it is kind of like plastic as well. For the meter side, everything is a little bit, okay? So in conclusion, right, this whole part, you can see that this whole part is plastic, okay? Nothing to expect too much from this car. 110,000, I suppose. Well, I didn't secure my seat properly, man. Okay, the seats are leather, and the leather quality is okay. And then if you open the glove box, it in the beginning it opens slowly, but eventually it just drops down, like, you know, those cheaper cars. And to be honest, I don't think that the quality of their glove box is good, okay? Even in the Camry, the Nova, their glove box quality is just about average. You can see that for the door, right, you can see there, the door pocket is actually very small. Just like those in the Camry, you don't get the extension from this end all the way to here. What happens is that from that end, it only ends up to this section, okay? Which I don't think that this is quite practical. You are getting, yep, very nice. You get a mirror here, you get a lighting here, and you expect this side to have the same things as well, okay? And then quality is decent. Right, so here you get a socket, okay? Oops, so it just drops down the moment you try to open it. And then I don't know why you get 3 blank out switches right here. And then for this part, yeah, basically your storage compartment is actually a bit small, okay? You can see that if you want to put your iPhone 7 Plus here, it is not enough to accommodate for that spacing, right? But the ergonomics of this car is actually pretty nice. Okay, so basically on the seats, in the 1.8 version, the seats are manually adjusted, but everything, it just feels, and yep, everything is nice. Okay. My feet, I can slot them below the seat, and then for here, right, this section is still plastic. I don't know why. Wow, fuck man, this plastic is intense. I don't know why they have to make this section so plasticky, but the thing is that I think this is not something I expect from, you know, a Japanese C segment car. At least in the B segment, I'm okay with plastics lah, but in the C segment car, I expect something a bit better. And you can see here the pocket size is, I mean, Toyota, you rather don't design a pocket here because it is what? Why is it so small? I don't understand. Okay, I don't understand why you make things so small and so unusable. This part is leather. Plastics, they continue. Okay, this part is leather wrapped as well. This part is plastic. Okay, and then wow, surprisingly you don't get any rear aircon vents. I don't know why is that. Okay, if you don't give any aircon vents and then you don't give us any USB ports, then why do you bother to give us a pocket there? For what? For what reason? Okay. Yeah, overall the leather is pretty smooth. And the way you design your armrest is, wow, Harrier design, lol. Okay. Some variable adjustments. Okay. I don't think there's any way for you to access to the back of the trunk. Okay, but yes, you get seat pockets, very nice. Okay, and to be honest, I think that this is the end of my Toyota Altis review. I don't feel like reviewing this car anymore because the overall quality here is pretty bad.